Hello, you know what time it is. It is Tax Tuesday, and K-Pal, the West Coast guru, is coming to you live and in person. Good morning, all you Facebook people. I hope that everyone's tuning in, and if not, share it with your people because you know I bring it right. I bring it live. I give you information that can help you. I thank God that I'm able to do this. So, hey, hold on your seats. We have a lot to talk about today. I'm going to shout out the Black Small Business Association for streamlining this for me today because she know I ain't got no technical skills, but I'm going to get them. I'm going to figure it out. Thank you, Selena. You're so awesome. Thank you, Lena. All of you guys, Dr. Danae, Black Small Business Association. So, yeah, I'm hooked up with them, y'all. I'm hooked up. Right. I'm at home today because it was like, well, being lazy. And you know, it's just down the street. But anyway, hey, what's up? So we're going to talk about a number of things. We're going to talk about the stimulus checks with unemployment, grants, the small business. We're going to just have a good time. Hold on, buckle your seats because the West Coast guru is coming to you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, I know, but only reason why you tune it in is because of that third stimulus check. Now, those that you ain't tuning in is because you got your third stimulus check. But we are a community. So we need this information because when you run into people, talk to people, you'll be informed and you'll be able to tell them. So one of the good news is that the people that Social Security and veterans, their checks are going out tomorrow. It's already showing up in the banks today, going out tomorrow. So that's good news. What is it? The economic impact payment. Why I said that? Because that's really the those of you that are waiting for the Social Security, they're going out today. So another thing about the third stimulus check, a lot of you have realized or call me with concerns because IRS said you file your 2020, we're gonna get it straight, but the checks went out on 2019. So IRS is saying what they saying. They're saying that if you file 2020 and you have a dependent that you didn't get the stimulus check for, like a new baby or just someone you added on to there, or maybe you qualify for more because your income was different on 2020, that next month they are going to, in May, they're going to start sending out the different checks. They're going to send out the information, the parts that you missed for your new baby. So a lot of people are calling me talking about, I did the 2020 and they sent it out based on the 2019. Well, they are going to correct that and update their system. So if you need something for 2020 and you were relying on 2019, file your 2020 now, because next month IRS is going to start making the calculations and making the adjustments. And those of you that have new dependents, those of you that have qualified now that you didn't, that third check is going to go out and they're going to give you the calculations and give you the difference. So that's some really good news. And anybody that they miss, hopefully they will catch you. So file your 2020 taxes if you need to update information, update your address, update your bank, add dependents. You need to file your 2020 taxes. All right, now, you know what I say. Take that money and make it count. Make that a difference with that money. Don't go to the jewelry store and be buying all that bling bling gold and you don't have a pot. No, I wouldn't say that. Of course not. I'm Pastor K. Not gonna say that. So let's talk about the next part. Man, we got a load on IRS. The next one is unemployment. This is a big one because there are many people that are still saying IRS said don't file an amendment if you're getting the 10,200 credit and you filed your taxes already. And now they went back and made the adjustment. When we getting our money? Well, IRS says May and June that they will be sending out the difference for the 10,200 that adjustment on your taxes. So you will be getting the money then. Don't call me. I don't got no check from IRS. I can't help you other than pray for you. And I certainly will do that. But we did our part. IRS said, don't do nothing. They said, we'll make the adjustments and we are going to send out the difference. They're going to send it out May and June. Yes, yes. They also are saying that you need to be concerned about if somebody used your ID and they got benefits off of that, that you need to report that. They have a unit that you can report. If you got a 1099 and you didn't receive the benefits, then it says, you know, it's a scam. And taxpayers who receive an incorrect 1099 should contact the state. So they say you need to contact EDD and tell them, I didn't get any unemployment, and but file your accurate tax return. So you don't have to report it. You what you do is you dispute it. You call EDD and say, hey, this ain't me. I haven't seen one dime, and I would like to. And then you also, if you want to, you can go to the Theft Central at irs.gov and report it as well. So you don't need to do anything. If it is in regards to the 1099, IRS says do not need to file an identity theft affidavit with IRS about an incorrect 1099. An affidavit should only be filed if the taxpayer's e-file return is rejected, because return using the same Social Security. So if you need to resolve that with EDD. I know there's a whole lot of that, because we know there was scamming. People was getting 4 and 5 checks at an address, and they're like, I didn't even get any EDD benefits. And then the people that are supposed to get the benefits have been sitting around still trying to get them. So that's about the unemployment. So the 10,500, that if it made an adjustment on your tax return, IRS will be sending you the difference, deposited in your account, or sending you a check next month. Yay! Yippee, 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 yippee. Yeah, isn't it a beautiful day and a gorgeous day? I thought I was in a time warp yesterday. I woke up and it was like sprinkling. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm in California. What happened? The day before on Easter, it was gorgeous as can be. But hey, okay, looks like today, back gorgeous again. So let's talk about small businesses. That's my next topic. And you know I'm the small business guru, that I work with other organizations about small businesses so that we could help the businesses. Is such a critical thing in this country. So effective today, April 6th, the EIDL loan, the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, has opened up where you will qualify for 3 times more benefits than you received. Yay! There are so many people that are struggling, ran out of money. They need more money. Well, as of today, they are opening up. But what they said is, don't call them. They're going to call you. So you can get 24 months. So if you already got 6, you can get 3 times more months of the loan from SBA, Small Business Association. But they said, don't call them. They're going to contact everybody that received the loan and say, do you want more money? And if you want more money, you can do it. And you have 2 years. That money will sit there for 2 years for you. So if you do change your mind, you can always go back and call them and say that you want more money. Now, I wanted to talk to you about the deferment. It's real interesting, and I think you got to really pay attention to this. So what happened is that if you receive the first EIDL loan in 2020, there has been a deferment for 2 years, for 24 months. But what they don't talk about is in the deferment that the interest still accrual. So if you owe a certain month, they didn't put that part on hold. Only thing they put on hold is you don't have to make a payment for 24 months, but you still accrue interest. And if you got the loan in 2021, you got an 18-month deferral, but you still accrue interest. So you may want to start making a payment so that you don't have all that interest accrued. Now, it is 3.75, it's not a lot, but it is a lot when you think about 24 months, no payments, and just interest accruing. So I would implore you to really look back at that for the EIDL loan. And also we have the EIDL Target Advance. I got an email. I was so excited, except I'm in the wrong area. I'm not in a targeted area, low income area, but I was excited that I got the email, because then that let me know that it really is true that they are. And I am helping some clients that are out there that are in the area that deserve this. So what's the EIDL Targeted Advance? That is that you got a grant. When you apply for the EIDL loan, they gave us, they told us they will give us 10,000. They gave us 1,000 or 2,000, whatever it is, for however many employees you have. Now they're going back and saying, you know, we got all this money, we're going to do this. We're going to give it to those that are in low income areas that have at least a 30% lost between 19 and 20. So they sent an email and invited you to apply for this grant. Now you can get the remainder of it. So if you got 1,000, you can get 9,000. The maximum is 10,000. But if you can prove that you're in a low income area and that you had a 30% loss, some of y'all did better. You don't qualify. But those that had a 30% loss, you can send the information back to SBA to get the remainder of that grant. Now, please note my language. A grant is a grant. That means it's not payable. You don't write it out on your taxes. It's non-taxable dollars. And you don't have to pay it back. It's not a loan. So everyone keeps getting mixed up. When we talk about EIDL, there's two parts of the EIDL. There is the loan and there is the advance, which is a grant. And that doesn't have to be paid back. And I know everyone's saying, well, dang, I want to get that. Well, if you didn't already receive it right now, they have not opened the doors to new people to qualify. But it's my understanding, if all this money's not given away, and we know it's not, then they will be opening up to new people. So if you do not have an EIDL loan, you can apply. The EIDL time to apply is till December. So I encourage you, small businesses that do your taxes, that have a Schedule C, that you can go ahead and apply for the EIDL loan. That's a great funding. Now, it's not seed money. So if you don't have a business, or you just started, or you want a business to get started, that's not the correct place. It's not seed money. It's to support businesses that are already in existence, businesses that are struggling, businesses that need some help, business that needs some help with their renters and whatever. That's what it's about, is to support that. So the next part of the small business that we're going to talk about is PPP, Paycheck Protection Program, PPP. We're going to talk about the PPP. So, I'm getting all kind of calls, all kind of fake promises. Anyway, it's okay because we're here to help the community. So there's a first round and a second round to the PPP. It's been extended to May 31st. And there's a number of lenders. If you don't have a lender, you don't know, you don't have a bank, your bank is not doing it, go on SBA.gov and they will give you a list of lenders. But we have Lendistry, we have Blue Vine, Wampley, US Bank, Wells Fargo. There are a number of banks and a number of places that offer the PPP loan. The only thing you need, the really thing you need, is your taxes. If you didn't do your taxes and you got to hustle, then I don't know what to tell you. I would tell you get your taxes done, because it's critical. We're talking about government money. We're talking about federal funding. When we're talking about the opportunity to receive money and then the opportunity to forgive it, you have to be right. You need to be structured. You need to have your Schedule C done, or your taxes, the 1120, 900, it depends on your nonprofit or whatever. But many of you try to apply and say you don't qualify because you just try to do document. You got to do all your documents. If you're an employer, if you have employees, you got to have the 940. You got to have the 940 to 941. So you guys, this is the opportunity for you to get on the map, but you can't get on the map if you don't get your taxes done. Call me, Speedy Tax Services. Although I am quite busy, thanks you to BSBA and just to all the social media, I barely have time to lift my head. But my heart is for the people, and I will do everything I can to kind of help you get situated. So if you need your taxes done, call Speedy Taxes, or you can make an appointment on my website. So we talked about the PPP. We talked about the EIDL loan, and now we're going to talk about, there is also now the SBA. Hello, SBA, especially Heather. There is also called the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant. That's a grant, and you may apply for that. It says, and the loan date, the date for the grant is up to December. If may apply if received a PP loan prior to applying for. Okay, so I don't know the exact dates, but the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant applicant is available. And I'm also waiting for the Restaurant Revitalization Fund to open up for people that are in restaurants. But yeah, you can look on SBA site, and the Shuttered Venue Operators are for people that have like arts and museums, bands, and they've had, they've been shut down, and they have like the creative things, art museums, all of those things, zoos or whatever. That's what the shuttered venue operations grant for is. So I encourage you also to look into that. There's money everywhere. Let them tell you no. Apply for everything you can. Of course, you're going to have some documents, but apply for everything that you can and allow them to tell you no. You don't tell you no. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the California. We're going to talk about the California Relief Grant. Yes, this relief grant, shout out, is being done funded by Lendistry, and it is being hosted by BSBA, Black Small Business Association. So you have to go through that. They're the ones that are hosting the I don't know the right word to say it, but they're the one they're facilitating. They're not writing the stuff. All they're doing is they're getting and helping Lendistry. Lendistry is the funder. And so the California Relief Plan notifications start for the round 5 officially started yesterday. So April 5th for round 5, the notifications went out. And then round 6, again, you have a chance to apply if you didn't get your stuff together. Round 6, it opens up April 28th. But round 5 is closed. Notifications started yesterday for those that are going to get the grant, or they're going to follow through and see if they've been chosen. So California Relief Grant there's 3. You got 5,000, 15,000, and 25,000. You better apply. I'll tell you to apply. But remember, it has to be for business. People crack me up. Your business is closed. Don't apply for no grants. What you going to do with it? You going to go pay your stuff with it? This is small business. This is not personal business grants. These are for your business, to make your business thriving, to get it back moving, so that you can be part of the community, that we can help you. So if your business is closed, don't apply because you don't qualify. So that's it for the small business. I did want to look and make sure that I have everything covered for the small business. So what I told you was there was the EIDL, there was the PPP, and then there's grants. And you need to apply for these grants. Grants mean if you get them, you don't have to pay them back. Now, you probably need to talk to your tax person to find out what the tax implications of them, because most of these are loans. They are not income. And so you want to make sure that the tax person that you talk to, make sure they know what you're getting, and then so that they can categorize it right for you, because you don't want to end up paying taxes on something that you didn't do. There's one more thing for the small business, and that is IRS has also put something out on the employee retention credit. So there is an employee retention credit that small businesses can get if they were able to hold on to their employees. And it's really advantageous for you as a small business to apply all things that you have. This employee retention credit is another credit that will keep you, give you additional resources and you can get up to $10,000 per employee that you kept. It says the maximum is $7,000 for a calendar quarter, or a total of $14,000 for the first 2 quarters. So, okay, I'm sorry. So I want to make sure I'm clear about this. When I said 10,000, I was talking about a quarter. So right now you can put in for the first 2 quarters and of employees. And it says employers can access the earned income credit for the first and second calendar deposit of quarters of 2021 before filing their employment tax. So you can already access that, get that advance payment from IRS. I would suggest that you call your tax person so they can help you get this. But this is more money due to the stimulus, due to the coronavirus relief, to help you in your employment with your employees. So let's see. I have one more thing. I want to make sure I covered all. Oh, because guess what? I'm the news reporter. Guess what? I'm your guru. I'm coming to you, giving you all this information, and it feels so good. It feels so good to be able to provide this information to the community, to help the community, to be a bridge between all the information that's going on, and being able to break it down and give it to you in a manner that would make sense to you. So the next I want to talk about is community resources. So I really love to talk about all the stuff that's going on, but I want to tell you about community resources. Now we've talked about this before. This is not anything new, but one of the things that people keep calling me about is about renters assistance, housing assistance, and the SHRA has closed their time period now. I know they're going to open it again, but right now, if you go to housingiskey.com, you can apply for a renter's assistance, whether you are a renter or whether you are a tenant or a landlord. You can apply for this for your property. Housingiskey.com, and it's right there because Selena's like on top of it, so professional, so awesome. And as I speak, she just kind of like rolls with it. I appreciate that. But housingiskey.com, this means a lot. There are a lot of people struggling. And I get calls about, can you help me with my rent? Do you know what I need to do? The only thing that I wish is there was some seed money for people that are out there homeless that need it. But for people that are in a place and you're trying to stay and not get kicked out and you need some assistance, this is some present help for you right now. Go and fill out the application. They'll show you what it takes to be eligible, what is to qualify, but there is help for renter's assistance. Spread this news. There's senior citizens, there's different people that have been impacted by this COVID. Tell them about it. Remember, information and sharing is caring. That's what I'm doing. We're sharing information with each other so that we can all come up. We all want to win and everybody needs to eat. So share this information. I'm telling you, it is important that we do not have a crab mentality. Share this information. Now, my last thing I want to talk about, and then I don't know if there's been any questions. The way I'm looking at it, I haven't been able to see any questions. So I'll have to answer them later. But we have the BSBA is having a workshop. It's called Business Education on April 13th at 4:00. And what we have found out after talking to each other, I talked to Selena, I talked to everyone, and we were like, how do we help people? We have so many people that don't know the difference between a sole proprietor or an LSC or LLC or an S Corp. And so we decided we would talk about educate you on April the 13th at 4:00. BSBA. Now you can look on their website. They have a calendar on there and they'll give you the information. But I just wanted you to know that it's very, very important that we're educate you about what's going on, about the structure of a business. I have so many people come to me and say they have an LLC and they don't even know what it is. They don't know what it is. They have a S Corp. They don't know what it is. And it's when you start dealing with these corporations, if you don't get it right, IRS will come after you. They look at tax evasion. These are ticklers. When people say, I don't want to deal with IRS, I don't want to be audited. I don't know. Well, if you don't get this right, you will be dealing with IRS. There's certain things that just push a button for IRS. And if you don't handle the LLCs or the S Corps, if you don't know if you're a sole proprietor, if you don't know if you're an exempt entity, you can get yourself in trouble. So I hope that you will join us on April 13th at 4:00, where we're going to have a number of speakers. BSBA is the host. They'll have a number of speakers. We're going to be talking about structure. I'm sure they'll have an attorney on there. They always have me on there. They have other people on there that can talk to you about what you are getting into, or maybe the next move you should make. If you are a sole proprietor, maybe it is advantageous for you to become an LLC or to become an S Corp or a C Corp. But tune in on April 13th to watch the business education webinar, where we will be providing you this information live, answering questions. Hopefully we'll be a help to the community and we'll be able to educate you on some good business moves. So that's all I have. Again, don't ask me the same old questions. Oh, come on. Okay, so just in case you will, because I know you will. All right. So the third stimulus check, if you haven't gotten it, or if you updated your information, that I'm just giving a roll up real quick. IRS is going to be sending out new information. You know, the one thing I didn't talk about was the child tax credit. I forgot about that. But anyway, I'm going to talk about that next week because ain't nothing happening with that this week. So I'll give you all the latest information on that next week. But the third stimulus check, that's what you want to know about. The unemployment benefits, that's what you want to know about, right? Oh, and I hope you want to know about the EIDL. I'm excited. You could get more money 3 times. Wow. But anyway, I hope you have a blessed day today. I'm real excited that I was able to come to you. Now, what's my name? West Coast Guru, K Pal. Call me, Speedy Tax Services, 916-320-1246. And guess what? I'm waiting on you. I want to answer that phone because I love my community. I love all of you. And BSBA, shout out. Thank you for being such a great partner, facilitating and working with us. And inbox me if you need me. Shout out. Goodbye. Pow, pow.